Guys, it's me, Kika. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a tattoo Q&A. So this here is my very first tattoo. It was a graduation present to myself. So, usually, you know how you're usually supposed to finish school in June, be done with all the classes, all your credits. So I had finished in February, so I had a little time to kill, so I got my very first job. And this was my very first tattoo. I was 16 going on 17 when I thought I could take over the world. Anyway, so this here is just a lotus. Some squigglies and some stars. It has 17 stars to be exact. A lotus signifies strength and courage. You know, it's just a cool little tattoo. This is supposed to be a rib tattoo, but let me tell you, you people who have rib tattoos are the real champs, because it hurts like a beep. And I do have a couple of little lines on my ribs where I started this out, and I just couldn't hack it. So I tapped out, and it ended up being here on my shoulder. Don't judge me, I have a fat shoulder. But it looks really cool. This here is my next tattoo that I got. It is a moon with some stars. My very first experience camping made me obsessed with the stars. You know, you don't really get to experience the stars unless you're out in the middle of nowhere in the absolute darkness. And you can see them all. So my very first experience camping was actually the very first time I got to spend with my father, who I did meet around 10 years old. That's another story time if you want me to get into that. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Anyway, it was a very cool experience. You know, I was kind of scared at first, really hesitant to go. Because I was like, ooh, bears and flies and bugs and you know. So we ended up sleeping in the back of the truck bed because I was so scared to sleep on the floor, thinking a snake would come up and bite me or a tarantula or something. Anyway, so I kind of decorated the truck bed, the back of the truck, with a whole bunch of pillows and covers, and that's where we ended up passing our night. The next tattoo I got is, yes, my name, Kika. I know, kind of stuck up, kind of crazy. But anyway, the name Kika comes from my grandfather, who named me Kika when I was around 2 or 3 years old. I was always a little handful as a kid, and he would always say, que no, que no, que no. And that means stop, stop. So somehow it kind of came into Kika. I'm not sure of the exact story, but I do like the handwriting on this tattoo. The cursive is gorgeous. And I added a little butterfly with it. And the butterfly just symbolizes freedom. This was my tattoo that I got when I was around 20, when I, you know, first ventured out into my own, you know, home. Excuse my fluffy socks down there. And this here is the most meaningful tattoo that I have. It's on my forearm. It is an hourglass that is broken. It says never enough. For those of you who had family members who have had cancer, or maybe you yourself, knows that the disease is very unpredictable. You know, it could work with medicine, it could not with the treatment. You know, it's just a very unpredictable thing. And so I got this when my grandmother was diagnosed with cancer. Just something to, you know that there's never enough time to spend with that person, you know. Never enough time, and that's all I just kept saying to myself, why so fast, why so fast, you know. I was really close to her, so that was a pretty hard loss for me. So this was a very meaningful tattoo for me. And this here is my last tattoo. It's a Dia de los Muertos skull. I might say this is my worst tattoo, which I don't think it's a bad tattoo per se. not one of the worst tattoos you can see, but when I did get this one, I got it from somebody, a friend of mine who was really close to me, and so we were kind of taking a couple of drinks at it, so it kind of got really scarred. I don't know if you can see right there, that's a lot of scarring. And this flower here, it's kind of messed up, but it's alright. It's still a good memory for me, you know? Good. And the detail here is actually really cool. There's a little flower right there. It's really good. And those two flowers are good quality. And the teeth are actually really good. It is missing color. I'm eventually going to put color in it. So yeah, that's this Day of the Dead, you know. I always just loved what it symbolizes, you know. Day of the Dead for us Hispanic people is a pretty good holiday. And in my family, we celebrate, you know. We try to remember our loved ones. So that's it for my video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.